Welcome back for day 3 of Flossmas. I'm Erin, the 2 Martini Stitcher, and this is my floss tube channel about crafty things, mostly cross stitch. And in December, I'm recording every day up until Christmas for our festive kind of Vlogmas month that here in the cross stitch community we call Flossmas. I wanted to let you know that I have started a playlist for these. So if you're just coming in and want to go back and catch up starting with day 1, I'm opening 3 advent boxes. So every day I just show what I crafted on the day before. Just realized I forgot the knitting. We'll show it tomorrow, it's fine. And I'll show you what I crafted on, any plans, any mail, and we'll open up some advent calendars as well as a fun giveaway every day. So these are short, quick little videos. I do link anything that I talk about in the description box below. So, and it would not be a celebration without a little bubbly. Cheers. Today, oh, that's good. Today's selection from the cocktail advent calendar that I made myself is Mum Napa. This is one of my favorite bubblies, and I think it's purely because quite a few years ago, my husband and I took a little kid-free trip back when they were still kind of little, and so my in-laws came and watched the kids, and we went on a little couples trip to Napa and went on a wine tasting at Mum. And so I think that that's one of the reasons why I really like it, but I feel like sparkling wine for the most part, kind of like pizza. I'm also very cheap and easy when it comes to, I'm not a fancy wine person. I'll drink just about anything. And so sparkling wine is kind of like pizza. It's, you know, there's better pizza and there's not great pizza, but it's always pizza, so it's delicious. Same with the bubbly. Okay. Let's get to what I worked on yesterday. I hadn't shown this to you the day before, and I am still trying to putting one stitch a day. I get done 10 years, right? One like strand of floss a day into Hello Dear. But that's not a lot of progress to show you each day, so I think I'll probably show this to you every 2 or 3 days. But here is where I've gotten to. So I think since you've last seen it, I've put these leaves in and maybe this one as well. So got some berries here. There's some more leaves down here. We're working our way down to the trunk and the deer. So that's Hello Deer. Now that I'm doing whip wranglers and 12 days of stitching, this probably is going to be just 1 or 2 strands of floss a day. But I'll show it to you every couple of days because we're still moving forward on that. I definitely want to have that finished before the next stitch along with Caterpillar cross stitch starts towards the end of January. I have a code for both of those stitch alongs, so I'll put all that information in the description box below. Okay, for whip wranglers yesterday, I spun and was working on the 2018 Fragments in Time. And this was a Mania start that I have not worked on since Mania. So this got started in Mania. I do have all the charts. There's 8 of them. And I'm doing them all together as one large piece. Summer House Stitchworks put out a free border if you wanted to do them all together. I'm still working on the first fragment. So this is what the border looks like. You can see you just put all 8 of them together on one big piece of fabric. I am stitching this on 32 count linen by R&R in Stars Hollow. And is that right, Stars Hollow? Yeah, Stars Hollow. And I'm using all the called for colors with the exception of I swapped out the toffee for Queen Bee. Is it General Arts toffee? Yeah, General Arts toffee. It was just darker than I wanted, so I swapped it out with Classic Colorworks Queen Bee. But otherwise, that's all the called for colors. And I'll show you where I got to on this. I think I did 250 stitches. So there's my progress on this. And actually, I only worked on it the one day I started it in Mania, but I went like nuts on this the one day I started in Mania. So I put this red leaf in and did this kind of flower vase and a couple other little doody-dah things over here when I worked on it yesterday. So there it is. Summer House Stitch Works. Isn't it going to look pretty here on the murder wall? I thought that this would be the perfect place to be filming Flossmas because it's one time a year that it's really goes with the season. So that was my Whip Wrangler piece yesterday. And then for 12 days of stitching, I had a new start. I was chatting with my friend Stephanie at Cade's Crafts. You should totally check her out. I will link her floss tube below. She's so fun. We were chatting about our 12 days of stitching plan, and we both had this as a start. This cardinal etching. It's from the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, the most current issue by Cecilia Turner of Heart and Hand. And we both had this on our list, and so we said, well, let's start it together on the 1st. We also have another project that's going to sync up that we'll stitch on together later in the month. So she busted, I think she's like 3/4 done. First day of work, she has the whole cardinal done and a bunch of the trees. She's like, oh, this will finish. She said, it really will stitch up quick, Erin. We'll see. I bet that as of this recording, she's probably already finished it. As I'm recording, she's probably done. But I did get a pretty decent start on it. So I have all of these. There's a tiny little bit of trees here, and I started the cardinal. So when I'm done recording here, I'm gonna sit down to work on my next whip for Whip Wranglers and this, and we'll see. We'll see if I get, it would be fantastic to finish this up this evening. So we'll see. I am stitching this on a 16 count Ada and Outback Jack by Be Stitch Me. It's fantastic. And I'm going to stitch all 4. This was a series that she did for Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine this year. So there's 4 of them. So I'm going to put all 4 of them on here. I have this as my ornament for 12 days of stitching, for the prompt to stitch on an ornament. It's a little bigger than an ornament as I'm stitching it, but I think it still counts, right? Anything, I mean, it's like 52 by 52 maybe. So I feel like anything that's around 50 by, even 60 by 60, I think is ornament size. Yeah, you're all with me. There's just a couple more little branches over here. It's a largish ornament. I think it works. So that is my plan for this evening. Maybe finish this up because I have a feeling Stephanie's going to finish hers for sure. And then my next roll for Whip Wranglers was Blackbird. Blackbird's going to come back again. So you have to, because it's 20, you list out 20 whips and you roll a 20-sided die. You're trying to like wrangle each whip. They're like naughty elves. So you wrangle it by doing the stitches on it. And sometimes they escape and they have to be wrangled a second time. If they need to be wrangled a second time, after that, they're wrangled for good. If it rolls again, you just skip it. But Blackbird apparently is being a naughty little elf, so it's coming out for some more stitches. All progress is good progress. So those are my plans. Blackbird, hopefully finish up that cardinal. So maybe I finish tomorrow. That'd be exciting. I do want to roll. So tomorrow I'll switch. For 12 days of stitching, each project gets 2 days. So tomorrow I'm going to switch to a new project. I might have a chance to work on it before, maybe, probably not, but maybe before I record tomorrow. So I thought we'd just spin the wheel today. So here is my decision wheel with all of the rest of the 12 days on it, with the exception of Christmas list, which is what I'm going to stitch again with Stephanie later in the month. So let's see. These are half whips, half new starts. Rack stack, new start. So I had 3 spots left over. Once I put all my whips in and picked the things for the challenge prompts, I had 3 spots left. So I pulled a bunch of stuff that was partially kitted or called to me out of my patterns, and I let my channel members vote. And this was the hands down runaway first choice. So I laid them all out. I said, here they are. Pick which 3 you would work on, and I tallied all the votes. Rack stack was the hands down winner. So cheers to all the channel members for picking that. It's all kitted and ready to go, and so that will get started tomorrow. All right. Purchases, Happy Mail. I didn't have anything come in the mail, but I did make a purchase today. Every year, I don't know every year, the past couple years since I've been watching FlossTube, Caroline at Off the Grid at Needle Art, she does Flossmas, and she tries to raise some money for Muscular Dystrophy Canada during the month, and she has people partner with her. She runs some auctions on her Instagram, and Patty of 4 boys and an NL girl, she has a fantastic floss tube as well, I will link her below, the past few years has designed an ornament, and half of the proceeds go to Muscular Dystrophy Canada. I stitched it up last year. I should have gotten it. It was a really adorable ornament. Actually, did I even finish it? I'm not positive that I finished it, actually. I was thinking that it was in our ornament box. We have not trimmed our tree yet. It's up, but we haven't put the ornaments on it. We're waiting for Sarah to be done with finals and everything and kind of be home before we put all the ornaments and everything on it. I thought it was in the ornament box, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know that I FFO'd it. If I think about it, I will snag that in the next day or so. But I couldn't help but go get this year's ornament. So here it is. It's called Home for the Holidays, because could that be more perfect in 2020 than we all just stay home? Stay home for the holidays. It is an adorable little like log cabin. I might switch it up and make it like my house colors. My house is like gray with a red door. I've changed other houses on things to be my house. But since the same says Home for the Holidays, or I don't know, we'll see. I'll ask my husband. He might like this because it looks like a little ski lodge. Actually, are these skis? Because that looks like fence, right? Are these little skis in the snow? I have a feeling this might be a little alpine ski lodge. That's where my husband would love to call home, to be home for the holidays, but alas, no. But this is adorable, and it's $5 Canadian. So for me in the US today, it was like $4 and change. Fantastic cause, great little ornament. I did not think I had enough to put this into my 12 days of stitching plan, but I'm going to try to fit it in somewhere. So go grab that. 4 boys and an NL Newfoundland girl. So that's all I got or came today. But let's open some Advents. All right. First up is tea. I haven't drank the tea yet from yesterday. It's a caffeine free, so Becca and I decided we were going to have it tonight when she was done with dance, because she said as she said it would be good sleepy time tea. So let's see, number 3 in the teas, and I have to kind of laugh because the first day I pulled out the tea and I'm looking in here and I can't find any information on it. So I went to the David's Tea website and looked it up to see, what it was, how long it should steep, if it had caffeine. And then another stitchy friend had this tea advent calendar, and she posted a picture of what looked like an insert. And I said, mine didn't have an insert. And she said, it's on the back of the box. I can be a little slow sometimes. Okay, so let's see what this tea is. It made me laugh. I was like, of course it is. All right, so this one is chocolate covered almond. Oh, it smells like chocolate. Oh, that's going to be delicious. Okay, oh, I'm excited to try that. All right, yum. And I'll let you know how I looked it up because as soon as yesterday I said what the tea was, I realized that I didn't know how to say rooibos. It's one of those words that you see all the time, and I think in my head and realized I had no idea how to pronounce it. So as soon as I finished recording, I hit the Google pronunciation, rooibos. So it was a organic cinnamon rooibos chai that we'll be having tonight. Very excited. Okay. Next thing we're going to open is Daydream Dye Works. This is a yarn advent. Little 10-gram mini skeins. Oh, that is Seahawks color. Okay, so I was thinking maybe they would like kind of all coordinate down the line. No, that one last night was like purple and burgundy. That, my friends, is Seahawks color. Seahawk colors for sure. Which makes me feel like it should be like the heels and toes on some socks for Drew. But it's going to go, I still haven't decided. I still haven't figured out what my Advent project is going to be with these. And I may wait to open some more. Also because I was looking at needle requirements for some today. And I don't have the needles that are called for most of them. I could go buy some more needles, but Christmas is coming, so, and I have a nice set on my list. All right. Last thing to open, and then we'll do giveaway. This is Black Needle Society, the Nice List, the 25-day, opening up day 3. I have a little spoiler card here, so we can read all about it once I open it. This one's thick. When I dug this out of the box, I don't know, it kind of feels like a book or a notebook or something, but I'm not usually like a present shaker. It's kind of fun to try to figure out what this is. It's a book. A stitch a day keeps the crazy away. I don't know that my family would agree with that. They made me think that all the stitching every day is making me crazy. Okay, so let's see. Keep track of your stitching progress in 2021 with this stitching diary. Oh, and it's blank. This would be the perfect thing to just keep next to my stitching spot. So when I have notes or think of something, I can just jot it down. It's got a little, that's great. Love it, love it. Thank you, Black Needle Society. Okay, so that's all the advents. Let's do giveaway. So today, as I mentioned on the first day of Flossmas, the giveaways are in celebration of 4,000 subscribers, but I'm also highlighting all the small businesses and makers that you can support this season that are some of my favorites of things that I use all the time in my stitching. So today I have 2 beautiful silks from Mrs. Sadis. So I have this green, it's number 17, and a little one of Darling Blue. This is actually the floss that I bought a hank of this for pandemic, for my New Year, New Start. So if you would like to win these Mrs. Sadis silks, I want you to just tell me you want to stitch with the Mrs. Sadis silks. I'm going to be looking for Sadis, S-E-D-A-S. So that's what I'm going to look for. I'm going to link her Etsy shop below if you want to go do some shopping. She is in Spain, but she ships very quickly, and I have not had any problem getting these here in the US. And if you're in UK or EU or anywhere, I'm sure she can get them to you as well. So that's the giveaway today. So that's all I have. I'm out of bubbly, so it must be the end of the video. I'm saving some to share with my hubby. So I will see you tomorrow for day 4. In the meantime, cheers.